In Elie Wiesel's novel Night, there had been a constant relation between the protagonist and his belief. Eliezer, the protagonist, who couldn't accept the reality that he is experiencing through the novel. Elie Wiesel uses the silence of God to signify despair in the novel. Eliezer gradually loses faith in God, considering how much he believed in him. I looked at my house, in which I had spent years seeking my God, fasting to hasten the coming of Messiah. The realization of God's presence approached him as harsh as many times as he tried. Eliezer's God did not show mercy. So what was there to thank him for, letting people to suffer in pain from the concentration camps? All the things that Eliezer had went through changed his perspective of God. These unbelievable reality that Eliezer had mentioned in the novel is the truth of God that Eliezer is seeing. However, somewhere deep down himself still believes in God. Otherwise, the existence of God would fade away or disappear from the novel. Elie Wiesel uses repetition to make the idea of God stay in the novel and the protagonist's mind. Even though Eliezer had negative attitude towards God, there was no single response from the God. Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Should we fast? I did not fast, first of all, to please my father, who had forbidden me to do so, and then there was no longer any reason for me to fast. I no longer accepted the God's silence. Eliezer tries to trigger God by disobeying him, and the existence of God remains as a question in the young protagonist's mind. The suffering was believed as a punishment or a test from the God. Therefore, every now and then, Wiesel talks about God and believes in him, but he has problem with God. The God silence was reoccurring, and Wiesel expresses this silence in his novel to show his view of God from the eye of Eliezer.